Thank you. Good morning. The first, thanks the Norway Federation for giving me the opportunity to stay here for you. For me, it's a pleasure explain my experience in Brazil and particularly is the defense system 5-1. This is two times in Brazil. The first time is the Olympic Games in China in 2005 and 2008. After now in 2012 and 2016, I have the Olympic Game Brazil and Rio. I explain in this conference different points. Is my experience for 5-1, why my team in Brazil play 5-1, the philosophy, what is the philosophy my defense, the player characteristics, spatial mechanics of the 5-1. Coaching, I watch any training, but it's possible after and afternoon training with the young players and tomorrow. Summary conclusions questions. Okay, my first experience here, the 5-1 began in Spain. When I finalized my contract in Brazil in 2008, I returned in Spain and I coached in the Marleón during 4 years. For me, in this team, my defense is 6-0, and it's typical in this time in Spanish. There are two teams, the best teams in Spanish: además Fútbol Club Barcelona, Ciudad Real. Ciudad Real defense 5-1. I explain this, but for me it's important to explain. But in this moment, when I arrive in Spain, my team, I think, is the third fourth place here in the very good team. If for me, for win any champions or arrive one final, for me it's very important win or Ciudad Real or Barcelona. Okay. For me, in this moment, there was one obsession. Study the defense 5-1, the Ciudad Real, and the defense 6-0, the Barcelona, for the possible the win any match. For me, it's more important the attack. In Brazil is defense, for here is attack. And study every movement from the defense 5-1, the Ciudad Real, and the defense 6-0, Barcelona. When final my contract in Spain, I return in Brazil in the new project in the Brazil. When I arrive in Brazil, for me, it's very important thing. The best team in the national team is Europa. It's typical France, Denmark, Poland, Spain, Croatia. For me, it's very difficult play against these teams. But it's very difficult to have more experience. Your players play in European. It's more experience. The players is very strong, very tall. Okay. For me, when I arrive, there are one question: how could quickly make my team can compete with the best teams? Okay. The answer is easy, improve. But what is the problem in problem? The time. The coach don't time. I need to have the score very in short time. Okay. But for me, the question is, what is the change? What is the work? Defense. What is the work? Attack, front, looking for anything is possible near the national team in Europa. Okay, for me, my choice is defense. Okay, I think it's better for me choose defense, but I think it's more easy improve one team, from the defense. But the attack is more important, the quality, the players. But the defense, I think, is very good discipline, is very good physical, is possible have one improve. Mats, vamos bien?
Yep.
Sí.
Några frågor så långt, eller alla förstår? Engelskan är okej? För att jag är med utifall det är något problem, och så tar vi lite på spansk, norsk, svensk, engelsk. Så att vi löser det, men det är helt okej så långt, eller? Okej, fine.
What is the choose my defense? Okay, defense is important, the different in the European teams. It's normal in European teams, the national team is defense 6-0. No? But for me, it's not possible defense 6-0, but my players is tallest, it's not tallest, okay? Only tallest 1-2 players, but it's not possible have one difference, another team, one the same defense, the European teams, okay? Difficult the organization, the play than other teams. For me, it's very important. My defense have generar problems on another team, another countries.
Jag vill säga att hans försvar ska skapa problem för det anfallande laget.
Suitable for my player is logical. If my players need the conditions, physicals and techniques, tactics for this defense. It's impossible one coach have two things, but the players is not have the characteristics for this defense. Okay. An improver might change from fast break is very important, but it's more important for my team is the goals easy. Okay. Work in defense. One explained before is normally common typical defense is Germany, then Spain, Croatia, Slovenia, Poland, Belarusia, France, Qatar, Sweden, and the last World Champions change 5-1 anytime, but it's typical 6-0. Okay, what is my experience? These the 2 years after the change, the defense 5-1. Okay, my team senior in the World Champions in Spanish is the best performance and the best score after another championships. In the juniors and the sixth place, this is the best performance, the best place in the history of the Brazil, and the young players the same. For me, is consequence the work in defense. It's not goal, it's normally, but the game there are more details, more tal. But for me, it's more important the defense. But in the play, there are very different from another team. What is my philosophy? I think 5 case principle of the 5-1 defense. Avoid consent goals is very logical, is the wall defense. For me, it's very important, recover the ball. Wall defense, the most important thing sometimes is only 1-for-1 for the player with ball, but for me, this is not important. It is important, but it's not important. Is the player with goal is go in the goal or shoot the goal. No, but it's important. But for me, for the effectivity of my defense, the most important thing is the ball. Vale? Recover the ball. Another step is the keep play in the opponent half. It's important the opponent play far the goal. Why? When there are any mistake, always is possible the defense return the mistake is possible solution. Okay? Here is the junior players. Again, Croatia is very nice. Look when the second player and the second player and the first player, no, the front central, no, what is the Croatia need to play in the half court. Okay, for me it's very important. It's important the philosophy. It's typical force the mistake. This is the last game that my team in Poland, one tournament 2 weeks ago. This is the last minute, no? When after the play, ball pass, there are one player is pass the ball and the first defense go out, interceptation the ball, fast break, go and final the match. Okay. Bon. And the last is important, initiate the fast break, no fast break. For me, the defense is possible, relays fast break. Now I one video to 4 minutes for you watch this philosophy. But there are any place in the World Champions, in the World Champion Qatar, is possible watch this philosophy I explain now, no, and watch in the game. Is possible, Max. possible watch this video, understand the philosophy of my defense. In the first time, it's very difficult for me explain the players' defense here, but it's very difficult to understand. No, what defends the ball, but I need defense the player. Okay, it's important, but it's more important for the different another team, right? And provocation, mistakes, another team. No, is defense anything different? Okay. Continuation. Okay, defense 5-1 is normal, 2 lines defense. No. There are the characteristics for the player. I think is very outside defense. For me, is very important. The players is fast. It's not need tall. No, it's possible. The players is important. Is fast. It's normally the central defense here, but the problem the central offensive when defense here is the bad defense. But here is more important the work this player when after I look. Okay, it's important now defense this defense. Every player have one zona. It's very important. It is one defense zonal, and the second defense, the half defense, no, is very important. The 1-4-1 is important. Is tall. Is important. All the players know intelligent tactic and very good technique. Okay. Here on the central back, third for me is the best player. Is the player is the more important of the defense. I think is this player and this player for me is the most important work. No. It's very important 1-4-1 capacity this way, collaboration for the goalkeeper. Is more important work and collaboration from the second and on the first defense, the central, the front central, and is more important. The defense is leader. Is leader the team. Is leader the defense. It's more important. Okay, and the front central defense is important, intelligent, fast, tall, is possible and not possible. No, is important anticipation. No, for me, the defense and I think is the world defense today is more important anticipation the play than other team. Okay, what is the rules, the special mechanics? The first rules is the most simple, and after there are the rules for the typical movements, the world teams for attack and the defense 5-1. This is easy for me, but it's normally when another team preparation my match, no, is typical. Okay, defense Brazil defense 5-1. Okay, this is the movements. Okay, but the defense 5-1, this defense 5-1 is not same another defense 5-1. It was the same when one coach work and defense 6-0 is not the same 6-0 Denmark and 6-0 France and 6-0 Spain. No, it's normally. Okay, it's typical. Depend the another team is the defense is more depth or less depth. Right? It's more important thing is when the defense have the basic movements after the preparation. Every match there are one characteristics. Right? One explained before, right? The defense, the principal is recover the ball. Right? Now there are one special focus from the defense of the player with the ball. It's logical, but if my defense is only work 1-for-1, it's typical more fouls, ¿vale? But it's very difficult recover the ball, ¿vale? That is more important, the defense and the players near the player with ball, ¿vale? And have problems, there are problems from these players and these players on the pass on the continuation, okay? Well, one special rules, and the defense third, and the back central, ¿vale? Is not possible play between the second defense, okay? All the position and the central. This is very important. It's not always possible, ¿vale? But I think there are one rule important. The second defense, ¿vale? Is important. Your players offensive always the movement in your strong point. Okay. What you do say? It's not when this player have the ball, ¿vale? It's not easy for the stroke ball. Important is 1-for-1. But when the ball is another player, it's important that this player force the movement from your strong point. ¿Vale? Why? Why my best defense is here. Okay, I won. This player is here, but is not open the game, the play. Is very important for the three defense when this player is one movement long. It's not possible your strong point. Okay, but with the player with the ball. ¿Vale? It's typical when there are two pivots, no? It's normally the right or the left back, your movements is very long. ¿Vale? It's very important, this player, difficult this movement. It's normally when this movement is very, very fast, no? It's very difficult, but this player is not go out more space. ¿Vale? Now for the 9 meters, 10 meters is possible, three defense, go out and difficult the movement, another slide. It's very important this movement, ¿vale? The movement, the 2-for-2, ¿vale? When the pivot try go in between the defense is the switch, the change, the opponent and these players, okay? It's normally when there are one block, ¿vale? When this block is in 9 meters, 8 meters, 7 meters, it's very important. The second player, you go out at this block always in front for the between the ball and the player the ball. ¿Vale? When this blocking is very long, very far the line, 6 meters, it's possible this exit the blocking, the block for the between the pivot. When the pivot is typical, when one defense is open, is typical the pivot move out and the play on the help. Give support for the first line, okay? But when the pivot go out, the defense hold the position. It's not defense this movement. Only defense this movement when the pivot turn with ball from away the goal. Understand? But it's normally the movement the pivot go out, the defense is nobody is defense this movement. Sorry. Well, it's possible watch anything, the second defense. Every player has your zona, right? Here is the change. This player is the weak point, the defense is continuation your movement. This defense, the change, okay? Every player defends your zona. It's very important to understand anything.
Det är viktigt det han säger att det är alltså zonförsvar. Att varje spelare har sin zon. Att när han pratar om zona så är alltså zonförsvar. Och det är det bygger på. Att ingen spelare så att säga byter position utan det ligger på ett zonförsvar.
Before explain, it's very important the movement of the wing, okay, the offside defense. Here is very important when the left or the right player won't pass the ball and your win, and the defense is difficult this pass. Now it's very important. It's not always possible, but it's very important. Vale? Here is easy. Watch this movement. Here, the difficult always the communication in the left or the left back from the wing. Okay. There are more activities from the offensive is need to pass the win. In this moment is very effectivity the movement of this player. Bon. It's possible when one central offensive beating overwhelm your defense, no, and the first defense. What is the movement? What is the response? The defense 5-1. It's typical in this movement. This defense gives support from this movement. Right? Why? Why is normally this player is hand right, no, and is very easy pass the ball and right back and the win, and these players hold your position. Okay, but this player is very difficult pass the ball on the pivot, and is normally the second defense is help give support in this movement. Is typical. The movement, the central, the front defense go out and another back. When this movement is the opposite and another slide is different. Vale? In the same concept. In this moment, this player is more easy pass the ball here. Vale? Now is the players give support. From this movement is the second defense and the first defense, but in this moment it's more difficult to pass the ball, this player and these two players in the left back and the wing back and wing left. Bon, it's typical when the wing moves from the pivot in more pressure from the first defense and here for the difficult the continuation the ball. Vale. Now there are the movements typical from the one team attack from the defense again defense 5-1. Okay. Here is when the pivot go the central go the pivot. Is very typical the more defense in 5-1. Vale? Now is important look this movement the defense always is the central back is go out this movement. Vale? Now it says watching the video. The central go the pivot, typical change, go out the 3 defense. Good. When go to pivot, the right or the left back is typical this movement. Now it's very important explain for you. This player now the right back is normally the movement is between the second defense, but the second defense white and the final movement from the return and the close this movement. Why? By in this player anticipation this movement and returning the 6 meters is more easy for this player pass the ball here. Understand? Now it's very important hold the position here, but difficult the pass in this move, the left back. Okay, it's very typical when the left back is not possible receive the ball. Your movement, where is the movement is in the central. It's normally for me is very important. The movement the left or the right back is over the central. Now, when the right back continuation your movement, in the last moment, the second defense close your movement and after go out the 3 defense for defense this movement. Here is very easy to watch in the video. Always the movement and the wing goes and the central go the pivot is the same. Watch the second defense, white hold your position. It's important every player have your zona defensive. When this player attack here, your responsibility is the 3 defense, right? The back central. When this player change your movement, I attack in this zona. Now there are change the position, switch the position, and the central and the second. The second in this moment here is possible in one match when I think this player is very good, is the best player another team, is possible this player close this zona, vale? But it's not a very important player. This player is take the ball, the ball in pass here. Here in this movement, one people is possible as for me. It's not more easy every player defends your player. It's possible. But what is the I want is possible the pass. If every player defends your player, it's not possible pass. Here, this player understand it's possible pass the ball. In this moment, this player pass the ball. Yes, when my team recover the ball. Okay, left, right wing go the pivot, the same situation. ¿Vale? It's typical, and the first defense go out from the mark on the left back. ¿Vale? In the same movement, typical for attack, ¿vale? Is the same response from defense. Here it's possible watch the TV. Here. Is the same movement. ¿Vale? When the right go pivot, the right back, and the left back, and the central back. ¿Vale? When the central back is very typical, and the opponents play for open the space from the defense, the central. Okay, here the pivot is here, and this player is here. Why? Why this player have more space for the 1-for-1. ¿Vale? In this moment, it's typical this player help and return between for have one the same line in those two players. Okay, now it's very typical play here, no? When the one pivot is on, between one second defense and the central wing and the second defense, the objective of the offensive is that this defense is more space. It's not possible support and the second defense. In this moment, it's very important this defense return input in the same line. Okay, in this moment it's possible support and the front central and the central back is the same line. Is possible play 2-for-2 here in this moment. Here's easy watch here. Here in this clip is easy watch this movement. Okay, one pivot here, another pivot here, ¿vale? And these two players is the same line for the difficult, the movement, the 1-for-1 from the three defense. What? Yeah, final. Here's typical movement, and the wing left or the wing right go out, no, run back. Around. In this movement is typical anticipation. This movement and the front defense go out the opposite. In this case, right back. Right? For example, one match is very good player here. Is possible this player is hold the position here, or is the best player is here. Is possible hold the position here. No, is changed. Okay, now in the for you understand the work in Brazil. Here is possible. Watch, for example, the defense. In the players 13 or 14 years, no? What they watch the same work and after watch one training. Here, this player 30, 40 years ago is the same defense, okay? The same movements. Is normally is the beginning, right? Is the young players. Right? Is very typical. The movements is very difficult for them. Okay. Is normally in the young players the offside player is not pression from the wing, but in this moment. But for us it's important the wing take the ball. Right? Depend the age is very difficult. Is very different. Is different the rules from the defense, but it's very important the process from arrive. When play on adult senior team is very performance. The 50, 60 years. Here there are 120 players, the same age. All players play the same. Okay. One explain tomorrow. In the first time when the first season is typical, the players pass from the wall position, vale? But after is important, especially every player play one or two specific zona. There are more time. Is very fast. Is the young players. For us, it's very important the pattern, the play. Is the whole team is play the same, ¿vale? He's 17, 18. Here is 120 players. After is only 25 is past another concentration, no? And here after is specific the work from these players. Now here is more general. This activity are 10 days. 10 days activity when the players work the same. There are new coach, new trainers. No, there are referees. There are now look one training. For example, one trainer young players. These players now play the world champions in Russia, no? There are one exercise, one season, the training is typical first beginning when the game. Now is specific movements. Here you see 3-4-3. For us in this movement, it's very important the players work on the legs and the hands in the same time. It's not only, but it's very difficult when player defends. Is defense the same times is movement the legs and movement the hands. Here we work on the offside. It's very difficult, this work, but is the last defense is don't remember your work. No, it's typical, the pass the ball is not concentration. This player is the 98. No, this player when Art 30 years old, I work for us, I video, and I think it's possible in 4 years or 5 years substitution the central defense, the central back defense in this moment. For us it's very important looking for the players is substitution the players seniors. Okay, when I looking for one player is very good player for this position, I work specific for this player. ¿Se entendió? Max? ¿Se entendió? ¿Qué quería decir?
Ni har förstått vad han menade sist, att det är viktigt när de har en linje. Han är som sagt ansvarig för brasiliansk handbollsutveckling. Så han jobbar ju över hela landet, åker på camps över hela landet, letar fram talangerna och försöker hitta de talanger som ska kunna ta vidare. De som just idag i dagsläget är på seniorlandslaget. Hittar de med 15, 16, 17 år och kunna sen liksom tänka en 4-5 årsperiod att de ska ersätta den och den personen i den positionen. Att de då spelar på samma sätt i både ungdoms- och juniorlandslag. Att de har det här 5-1-systemet som grund i alla landslag.
It's more important when the coach go to the training in your head, what is the movements training today? Right? Now is in the training is very important force these movements. Right? It's very important the collaboration, the coach from these movements is these movements the same the match. Okay. Here is very important watch the details. Right? But it's not only movement general, it's typical the coach, 3-2-3, okay, movement, play. But no, here is no, it's very important the movement, the legs, the movement, the man, the
Vi jobbar lite grann enligt samma filosofi som Gudmundur, som man säger att de bryter ner de normala spelsystem som används och sätter in dem i träning i delmoment. Och så de här när de spelar 3 mot 3, 4 mot 4 så är det alltså inte fritt spel, utan tränaren bestämmer vilket rörelse som ska repeteras och repeteras och repeteras, och försvarsspelaren ska känna sig trygg i de här rörelserna som till 90% sker i spelet, så att de bryter ner det till väldigt små 3 mot 3, 4 mot 4.
This player is 98, okay? He's very young. When I here in video, I pass the video, the mistakes, the senior team in the world champions, okay? I put one clip, okay? I explain for the players, these players. What is the solution this mistake? This player, 98, one possible here, second possible here, Right? It's not possible. Okay, another mistake. I stand. What is the solution? Nobody. But here, after this player here, this player here, it's impossible. One player, 98, look the match, the senior match. Is possible? Explain for me what is the solution to your defense in every mistake. It's very curious.
Förstod ni den? Att det var alltså en 98 17-årig spelare som på genomgångarna kunde, när han talade om på videon, misstagen från seniorlandslaget och frågade hur är lösningarna. Och det var alltså en 17-åring som talade, ja men lösningen ska vara den och den. Eller den och den. Det finns det alternativet också, som man menar på att det var väldigt hög spelförståelse på den spelaren.
His player is possible watch the physical characteristics is more same as the adult players. I remember. When the first time is very difficult work here, but the players is normally is not have information from the defense. But now when I work is more easy work training for these players, but is very easy. Here there are the movements specific. Is the same players, is the young players, is 90, 98, 97, 96. Sí, ya.
¿Lo tienes controlado?
Sí, no, ya termino.
Vale, solo le digo para avisar que no hay problema ninguno.
No, ya estoy controlando el tiempo. Vale. Well, there are more time. Only is possible watch when I work the coach here. There are the season basic. No, for example, here is the season 1, season 2, season 3, season 4, season 5. Okay, when I go in the state in Brazil, there are 27 states. No, when I go work in that coach in this state, it's typical 1 DVD. No, and put in the season what is the movement basic from the coach is more easy after working your players. Okay, that is possible. When there are one problem, send me an email. What is this play? What is the solution? Or what is the possible response? No, it's typical. The work in the confederation, in the trainings, all the match is tape, is record, is filmed. No, and after. Give and the coach for possible benefits the work. Okay. It's not my more time. Is any question?
Är det spørsmål angående hans, som jag tycker, alldeles utmärkta presentation utav och väldigt detaljrikt, där han förklarar väldigt bra hur han tänker upp 5-1 på sitt sätt. Är det några frågor om det, om någonting annat vad det gäller Brasilien, brasiliansk handboll, inte om samba och stränder och Copacabana, men om det är handboll, hur de är uppbyggt och annat. Det som är väldigt intressant, Brasilien är alltså ett land, det är enormt stort. Vad är det? 200 miljoner habitantes.
¿Cuánto? 200 millones. Ja.
200 miljoner invånare bor det i Brasilien. Och el handball är el segundo deporte, ¿no?
Algunos dicen que es el primero.
Sí, pero es de deporte escolar, para decirlo, ¿no?
Deporte escolar, sí.
Handbollen är alltså i dagsläget, kan man säga, andra sporten i Brasilien. Och i vissa ställen kan man säga att den är till och med första sporten. En del säger att det är första sporten som skolsport. Man spelar väldigt mycket handboll i skolorna. Problemet i Brasilien är alltså att det är väldigt lite klubbar efter när man slutar skolan. Men som skolsport, många skolor har den. Och sen när de är färdiga med skolan så finns det inga klubbar. No hay clubs que cogen los.
Es difícil encontrar una persona en la calle que en la etapa escolar no jugase a handball.
Det är som man säger att det är väldigt svårt att finna någon människa i Brasilien som inte har spelat handboll i sin skoltid. Så att det är väldigt stort och det är ett väldigt stort arbete. Vi satt som vi spiste, jag bara säger lite så här snabbt innan jag går och spiste frukost med Jordi i morse. Det finns alltså 27 delstater i Brasilien. Vi kan prata om att vi har 6 regioner, då har de 27 delstater. Och då pratar vi delstater som hela länder. Han har varit på besök i 23 av dem. Han reser fram och tillbaka över hela Brasilien. Håller de här kurserna, håller kontroll på allt vad det är, alltså ungdomshandboll, vad som finns talenterna. Här är en talangjakt som dammsuger hela Brasilien och det är fantastiskt arbete han gör det. Frågor?
Okay, thank you.